Hi, I am Francisco Alvarado and my partner SofiaNeri, and we're going to present
Hi.
and talk about the Mayan culture. The Mayan culture. The Mayan culture is one of the most studied civilizations in Mesoamerica. Their advances in architecture, astronomy, medicine, and math are well renowned. The ancient Mayans' legacy had inspired many historical investigations to comprehend their way of living and why they left their majestic cities.
Now, the development era, this culture spread through an extensive surface in Mesoamerica. There are Mayan archaeological sites in the Mexican state of Yucatan, Campeche, Quintana Roo, Chiapas, and Tabasco. Also, they occupied the whole territories of Guatemala, and Belize in Central America, and parts of Honduras and El Salvador as well.
The first Mayan cities. The first Mayan cities appear in the Soconusco region, that is, in the Mexican state of Chiapas and Guatemala. El Mirador and Tikal arose in Guatemala, while in Mexico emerged Calakmul, which was in constant struggle with Tikal for the supremacy over the region.
Now we're going to talk about the splendor era. It was during the classic period when there was an outstanding architectural, cultural, and artistic boom. At this time, Greek Mayan cities emerging like Cuba, whose proximity to the port of Helha made it a significant commercial point. Chichen Itza developed as a nice city with vast influence over the nearby village. At the end of this era, Tulum was found and take advantage of its location to grow as American port. The splendor periods of Comalcalco, Palenque, and Yaxchilan, among others, also are remarkable. Visit the main archaeological sites at Rivera Maya with escort expeditions.
Wow, pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to talk about the decline of the civilization. One of the main mysteries that persists is the reason of its decay. Until now, there is not a definitive theory to prove the reason of their decline. There are diverse theories that argue about acute periods of drought, migration, or wars. Although scholars agree that upon the arrival of Spaniards, they had already left most of the cities.
Now we're going to talk about an important point of this culture, that is the ballgame. The ballgame was a fundamental religious ritual among the Mayans. In the sacred book of the Popol Vuh, tells the story of how the twins Hunavku and Ixbalanque, after several attempts, managed to defeat the lords of the underworld, known as Hibalba and Amach.
Wow, now I'm gonna wanna play that game.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, pretty
It sounds
interesting.
very interesting.
Yeah, it does. Well, now I'm gonna talk about the scientific advances. Ancient Mayans had significant scientific advances in architecture, with examples such as the light and the shadows event during the equinox or acoustics phenomenons in places like Chichen Itza. In the astronomy field, is remarkable their calendar's precision. They're also relevant their match contributions with a vigesimal system and the general use of zero beyond representing absence.
Wow, that's so interesting
Yeah,
point.
it is.
Now, with my favorite part, that is the Mayan gods.
Oh my god, me too.
Yeah, I know. So, Mayan deities were present in all aspects of life. The main ones were Hunabku, the father of the gods, it's Samna, the god of the sun and wisdom, and Chak, the god of the rain. Other divine figures of relevance on Kukulkan, which is the god of the wind and descends as the feather serpent each equinox at Chichen Itza. Itzel is the goddess of the moon, fertility, and water, and the sacred Mayan journey recreates an ancient ritual, departing from Escoret every year.
Wow, it's impressive how they had like many gods.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about the cenotes in their culture. The
Oh my
cenotes,
God, so
yeah, yeah, we
beautiful.
love them, we love them. Well,
Yeah.
the cenotes are part of their underground river systems and emerge when the limestones erode, especially in the Yucatan Peninsula. The ancient Mayans used them as a freshwater source for the crops. They also had a religious meaning as the entrance to the underworld, called Xibalba.
Okay, now we're going to talk about the architecture.
Yeah, we will.
That is also an important thing of this culture. The Mayan culture had an outstanding architecture development, most of it linked to religion's aspect and according to the movement of the stars in the sky. Also, there is an influence of other pre-Hispanic cultures from central Mexico, seen in several buildings and temples. Nowadays, the Mayan archaeological sites are a World Heritage set by UNESCO, and all of them are in Mexico. Palenque, Calakmul, Uxmal, and also the Chichen Itza.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about the Mayan art. The ancient Mayans had diverse artistic expressions. They developed pottery and mural paintings as well, just as seen at the Temple of the Frescoes in Tulum. They are also important their works in relief intils and the steels found at Cova, plus the famous Count Leech stucco masks.
Okay, now we're going to the last part, that is the American roots. The ancient Mayans established many commercial routes. First, they exchanged goods between cities through the Sackville or White Roads, and later by sea. Some historians know them as the Phoenicians from America, since their American routes reached distant places such as the Mexican state of Tabasco in the Gulf of Mexico or Central America.
Wow.
And that is all.
And that is all. Thank you very much for
Yeah,
listening to
for
us.
listening to us.
Yeah, thank you. Hope you like it. Bye.
Hey, bye.